So, Chief Colorist, are we through with our phone calls? Can I start this?
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad.
Well, don't be snippy. Don't be bitchy.
Not at all, not at all, not at all. You're giving me plenty of time to enjoy a nice non-alcoholic microbrew. This is from Lord Hobo. I guess they're calling it Life. I don't know
So I
why.
guess you are recording.
I don't know why they're calling it Life.
I don't know either.
Cheers.
Cheers. I thought you had given up recording.
Well, hello, good evening, welcome to Fido Livestream number 48.
Hey.
Yeah, 48. Let's put that up there so we remember. Well, am I organized? Of course not. This is Wednesday, and yep, we have all the Chief Colorist stuff in here. So let's pull her up out. We'll go over this later on.
Will you be giving me any today?
No,
Colin?
no, you're not going to get anything till probably Sunday night, if not Monday. This is supposed to be the Fido live stream, but we're recording it on Saturday afternoon for broadcast on Sunday afternoon. So I've completely given up on doing an actual live stream. Perhaps when the technology catches up. The quality was so horrible. It was unwatchable. All right, let's see. Friday. Okay, yeah. I think we got it here. All right. We're starting on a Friday. This is Friday the 16th. We have Dino, Bo, and Fido, and there's the cat boss pouring out some sort of bottle into a bucket. What are you doing? There was something in the bottle. Yeah, vodka. It had some dirt in it. I could not serve it. Well, give me the bucket. There we go. Yeah. Oh, there is Fridays from next week. We always have to do. Where are they on Friday? In the bar. All right, we have Saturday, the Saturday 17th. Again, I've made the camera angle a little bit further back so you can't see anything. So I'm just going to move these just a little bit closer to the screen. We have Felicia kicking a glass off the table. And wait a second. What was that? Do I see actual guilt or remorse in those eyes? Now here's the cartooning bit here. You have to sort of get the cat to look like she's got some guilt or remorse coming out of her eyes. It's tough being a cat. That was my drink.
Aww.
So there's the Saturday one. New week, Monday the 16th. You're not going to be able to see much of this. Perhaps we'll get to inking this today. Who knows? Bo is throwing away a sandwich. You throwing that away? Yeah, I couldn't finish it. You want it? No. I'll just dig it out of the trash later. Could you not tip over the bucket and make a mess? Where's the fun in that? Oh, there goes.
Wait a minute. Monday the 16th?
Monday the 19th.
19th, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say.
I wonder if the audience can hear the Chief Colorist way over on the other
Hello!
side of the room. There we go. Tuesday the 20th. We have Dino and Fido. Dino seems to be stepping in something on the ground. Ugh, Fido, why'd you pee on the carpet? Because I can.
Ew!
And we have our first smudge of the day, which is impressive because I don't even have the ink bottle open yet.
How the hell did you do that?
All right. Wednesday. We have the entire cast, so it's sitting at the dinner table. Dino is cooking dinner tonight. I wonder if we have any dry dog food. And I didn't quite finish the lettering on this one. We'll have to start on this one. Felicia says, I know where I can find some mice. And while Fido returns eating the dry dog food, Bo and Dino have their dinner on the table. And Bo asks, is that stuff any good? Felicia comes up with the two mice, and you want one of these? Oh. Yes, I've got to finish the lettering on this. We'll probably start with this. And this is the one for Thursday. Very important date. I'll bring up to the camera close.
Don't say anything important for a second.
Sure, what's up?
I didn't know how much squeaking I was going to make.
Sure. Thursday, the 22nd of June. That happens to be my birthday.
Oh, no,
So,
it's your birthday?
yep, no mention of it at all in this comic strip. You're not going to be able to see it here, but we have the three little rapscallions spray painting the wall. Got one here as a lookout, one doing the spray painting, and one is the hired muscle. And they write "mean people suck" on the wall. You can barely see that in the camera. Rough pencil, we expect. Fido picks up the spray can and crosses out the mean, so it's just "people suck," and does the mic drop with the can. So that's my birthday comic strip.
Well,
And
seems appropriate.
we're ending that week there because I think on the next one, the next day, the 23rd, will be a Friday. And I may or may not have an opportunity to finally pay off on putting a Fido fan in the comic strip. We have Grace here and we have Mia. However, I'm afraid I might have to announce that we may not be able to put Mia in the comic strip. You see, I have upset Mia.
Charles.
Well, yeah. Well, see, I would not go to her farm and water her plants.
I'm sorry. Oh, in Farmville?
I don't play. Okay, I don't play video games because I don't have time. But I don't play stupid video games because I'm smart. Farmville is a stupid video game. You just click. I can understand Call of Duty. You're sitting there with a gun shooting people and Grand Theft Auto. Farmville. So Mia's upset with me. I may not have permission to put her in the comic strip, but Grace is still here, and we'll toss her in the background on the Friday, the 23rd, probably. And I don't know if I can get to it quickly.
This is not meant to be any kind of an insult to Mia, but I didn't know people still played Farmville. I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm just saying I didn't know it was still around.
Well, somebody does.
Somebody does. Mia does.
Well, I'm not going to go through the book to get it yet. So that is what Mia would have looked like.
So I'm a little closer. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, they can hear you. Well, I like to say that I think we predicted the box office of The Little Mermaid correctly, since we have this out.
Everyone except the people who wrote The Little Mermaid predicted it correctly.
So while I'm on the topic of these folks, apparently they have finished principal photography for the Acolyte, which is kind of surprising because because apparently they were only on episode 4 the last we heard, and suddenly I guess they rushed it through because, well, Disney is Disney. And this is the image I have for the Acolyte, and that is from Knights of the Old Republic, something that Lucasfilm Story Group tried to pull out, where they wanted. Whoops. My magnet broke here.
Are you just dropping things?
Almost. I'm thinking the Disney ghosts have.
Oh, that must be it.
Oh, I was about to say. I was about to say her name. They wanted Brie Larson.
Oh no! Get out your bingo cards early, people.
They wanted Brie Larson to play this role, and now that I'm looking at it, look at this lightsaber. It's got a metal cross guard. Now, wouldn't a lightsaber, if it hit that cross guard, just go through it? This makes more sense. It's got beams on it. It's sort of like Kylo Ren's lightsaber, but that makes no sense at all. All right, anyway, this is the illustration for Knights of the Old Republic. Why they have this under the Acolyte, I have no idea. We know the actress, what's her name? Rosario Dawson is playing the main character, and well, she's not in any of these pictures, and I'm pretty sure none of these things are none of these characters are in the Acolyte. This looks like a bit of false advertising, but Disney has done that before. So anyway, the studio who subbing out for Lucasfilm, filming the Acolyte, have been informed by the UK government that they have until July to respond to a complaint, or the Crown shall seize the entire production. So we might not ever get to see the Acolyte, depending upon what goes on over there. Now, I'm not saying that Disney is being shady. King Charles III is.
I was just going to say that, is that his official, is that his first official duty, or whatever the term would be?
Bringing Disney to justice? Yes, I guess that would be King Charles III's first kingly duty. Bring the rat to justice.
You got to do what, you gotta do what's important. You gotta clean up the mess.
Back in 2019, I offered to take the job of president of Disney because they need a cartoonist, or at least someone who is a cartoonist in that company.
Someone who's seen a cartoonist before.
But I won't take the job now. I do not think the company is fixable. What are we talking about here? 48 billion in debt. They have to come up with at least 10 billion by January to pay Comcast for Hulu. And according to the accountants here, they're only going to have about 230 million. But
I'm surprised they didn't have that much.
hey, you'll love this one. They were planning on doing a train line from Orlando to, from Miami to Orlando.
Okay.
A high-speed rail, I guess. And they approached Disney and they said, well, hey, we'll have a stop right off at your front door. And
Okay.
Disney said, well, how much are you going to pay us? And they wanted to take over, they wanted to do this and that. Where Universal, being smart, gave them the land and helped them build it. Oh, there goes there goes a mess.
What'd you drop? Oh, the thing with the thing?
Yeah, I dropped my... Okay, we choose our weapons. As you know,
Choose your weapon.
these brushes are made from the finest Himalayan squirrel pubic hair. We justify their great expense by the cost of having to send the Sherpa up the mountain. Oh, and I'm also forgetting, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of this planet, so I have to put on a glove before I touch the virginal paper. So no train line from Universal to
How stupid are they?
from Disney to
Did they know
Miami.
that? Didn't they? You and I watched something, didn't we, on YouTube about? They kind of did the same thing with that strip, international strip or something, whatever. Like, didn't Florida ask them to help out with that, and they just sort of let it go? The main thoroughway that takes you into Disney World.
I vaguely recall that.
It was something like that.
Well, it's a mismanaged company.
You think?
They are offering steep discounts this summer because they claim that because of the Florida governor's recalcitrant words and deeds, tourism is down, when in fact the numbers are actually up. Just tourism is down at Disney. So for like $58, you too can go to Disney.
That is shocking, because typically they do not want to.
They don't want to let the hoi polloi in.
Yeah,
Yes.
no kidding.
But piece by piece, this company is, figure it out.
Screwed. Stupid.
And the rumor here is that they're going to have to start selling off assets to pay for some of this debt that they've accumulated, and plus to buy Hulu. I don't know what they're going to do with Hulu.
You know, I thought Hulu was pretty good, but apparently they've lost their.
Well, Disney's
Mojo,
been
so to speak.
Disney's been trying to keep the value down so they don't have to pay that much for it in January. That's why nothing's been done to it. They've actually been hurting it, and there's a lawsuit again about that.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to go to an arbitrator for Disney they have a put contract on it, so they have to buy this thing in January. Just how much is it going to cost them, and where are they going to get the money? Are you going to loan Disney money? If you do loan Disney money, you're going to really charge a bitch of an interest rate. So they could do something as stupid as give stock to their competitor, and this would be almost 14% of their stock.
That's a lot of stuff.
But
That would be majority.
but anyway, there's talk of Disney selling off some of their assets, and the big thing that everyone is getting a wet spot over is
Oh, don't say that.
that perhaps George Lucas will purchase back Lucasfilm.
Yeah, no.
George being 80 years old, I can't see it happening. But stranger things have happened. They bought the Power Rangers for $3.2 billion. They didn't know what to do with it. They almost drove it into the ground and then sold it back to the same people for $600 million. So I'm pretty sure George might pick up a bargain. He could just hire someone else to run it for him. I mean, he doesn't want to work anymore, but he doesn't have to. He can't. Oh well. Okay. Yes, he can do a worse job than Disney. He just about did in the prequels. So let's not forget the prequels. But he can do just as good a job as Disney.
Yes, true.
Alright, the important part is the signature here. So, while I'm thinking of it, Indiana Jones 5 is coming out.
Are we gonna go wait in line?
No, I don't plan on seeing it. Anyway, here's the poster for Indiana Jones 5. And
Yes.
I'd like to go back to do a history of
Okay.
Indiana Jones posters. Everyone will remember the first Raiders of the Lost Ark. What we got here is big, strong Harrison Ford, front and center. It's an illustration. He looks handsome. And we have little scenes on the bottom here.
He is the pole.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
main
yes,
character.
yes. And now we go down to the next one, which would be the Temple of Doom. Okay, we still have Indiana Jones, big. He's offset to the right a little bit, but that's fine. We have to have the director's girlfriend in here and the child interests. Okay, and for the first time, I think the villain is in here. There we go. And here's the villain, which that's new. Okay. If adventure has a name, it must be Indiana Jones. So they have to put a quotation in here for some reason. Fine, not a problem. This wasn't one of their best films, but okay. Now, as we carry on down the thing, we come up a little bit better, and now we have the third one, The Last Crusade. Now, again, we have Indiana Jones. He's a little bit smaller.
Just a little bit.
A little bit small.
But
But we have Sean Connery
Right,
here, and
so, you know.
he's the big pull. He's the big star, and we find Sala finally gets a spot on the poster. This is Marcus Brody, and we have the romantic lead down here, and actually now we have the villain again. All right. But not only we have Indiana Jones, but we have Indiana Jones twice on this poster because he's here riding a horse, being chased by an airplane,
well, he is
and
the
tanks,
main, he
and
is
trucks.
the main character.
and camels.
And camels.
So, now we go to Indiana Jones 4. This is the Kingdom of Crystal Skull. Now we still have Harrison Ford. A little older, but he still looks good. He's got his smile now is slightly crooked. You see, his smile generally is never as crooked as it is here. I'm guessing he's got some sort of sagging in this side of the face, so everything is being pulled down here. And it comes with age. You know, things sag on a man with age. So, and we have again Indiana's twice on this cover because we have him running away from natives here, which is a callback actually to the original film where he was running away from natives. And Marion Ravenwood is here, and we have his son now, which is played by miscast by Shia LaBeouf, and one of the villains, but not the main villain. Where's the main villain? Yeah, he's not here. Okay, so there we go. Again, what I should point out is that these are all illustrations, and artists went in there. These are not photographs. Now we have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. These are all photographs. Blurry photographs in the case of the villain here.
Wait a minute.
What?
Where is he?
Yes,
Which one is he?
this is something the chief colorist noticed when I first showed it to her. Indiana Jones is, believe it or not, right here in the upper right-hand corner, and
It kind of fades into the background, doesn't he?
yes, because, well, I guess the motion is to do like an S. I have no idea why they're doing this, but it's an S. Or it might even be. Oh, this is what this is. This is a 5. I hadn't realized the brilliance of Kathleen Kennedy. This is a 5. So anyway, photographs. We have Indy twice here. One. This looks like this might have been taken from The Fugitive. This looks like a shot from
From The Fugitive.
the movie,
That's
Harrison Ford's
awesome.
movie, The Fugitive. So Harrison running in a suit. See, this is Indiana Jones running. This is The Fugitive, Richard Kimball.
Well, the man is 112.
It looks like they tossed this poster together in an afternoon on Photoshop. They took several pictures from different parts of the film and just blap, 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 blap them in there.
Well, isn't he either de-aged or aren't there like flashbacks in this film?
Yeah. Well, depends upon what version. This thing has been shot 3 times.
Oh, that's true.
That's why it costs $300 billion. Because she scrapbooked the hell out of it. Well. Anyway, Indiana Jones in the Dial of Destiny. They should have done the Spear of Destiny and had a much better storyline. Coming out next week, is it?
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so. So,
When the hell is Aquaman coming out?
yeah.
Is that still Aquaman 2? Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I think they're still making it. So, anyway, I wish Disney the best, and Kathleen
No, you
Kennedy
don't.
and Lucasfilm have stopped production on The Acolyte. They claim to have finished it, but they've stopped production on The Acolyte, so I'm sure we're going to see that soon on Disney Plus as well. Well, we won't see that soon on Disney Plus because we don't have Disney Plus and never will have Disney Plus. Oh well. Cheers. Think I can get back to work?
Sure.
Alrighty then. Where were we? Oh, hey. Let's do our favorite segment of the show.
Let's not pretend we did.
Let's beat up on the chief colorist's work.
Because the chief colorist is oh so very secure
Yes.
with her work and everything, and she's
All
also
right.
very.
We have Monday the 12th. That'd be a couple days now. We got to film this one.
Yes, we do.
So we have Bo and Jane having a romantic dinner. I share my food with my pets. That's very nice of you. And one distracts while the other steals. His plate's empty. And of course, I try not to. A little bit muddy on Bo's face here, but otherwise, yeah, we got the random background yellow and
The money
scribble.
on the face is not me.
Yeah, it's the pencil. We're not doing complete erasures. Okay, let's put that aside. That's a passing grade. What's this up here? We have Tuesday. Oh, what's this? We see a problem right away.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, see how she does the horizontal with the scribble in the background? Well, for some reason, I guess she held the paper wrong. Because we got a vertical now, a slight angle on
On
this.
what?
All right, well, you'll see it
On the wall?
Yeah, on the walls.
'Cause
Now,
I thought that,
now
I
see,
thought-
that's horizontal, and that's. So,
I thought that there was a. I thought I did that on purpose. I thought it was coming from a different direction. I thought the wall was angled.
yes.
Oops.
Well, you've never learned what a vanishing point is, have you?
I don't think you have.
All right, let's see.
Whatever.
Now, we're going to do vanishing point lessons again. So I got my vanishing point right here, and you see every line goes to this point. Now, let's look at how the line would go if she was going to the vanishing point. So, I don't want her to go to the vanishing point. Her job is just to do flat colors. All right. We have Fido with a golf club. Whatever does not kill you makes you stronger. I don't care. Stop hitting me with your golf club. Nobody's into self-improvement around here. Kind of like how Fido is hanging from the club there. That's our cute moment. All right, put that aside. B minus. All right, what do we got going on here?
It's like in college. I always got an 89 with
Yeah.
one professor.
All right, major. Okay, C or D on this one. We got major problems here.
What is the major problem?
Where's your eraser? Two colors. This is a doorway over here. You got it painted the color of a wall, and okay, usually that wall in the background is darker, and the foreground wall is lighter. We've got all sorts of wall problems here. Here, let's read this one for the audience. We got a smudge up here.
Oh, that's because you suddenly put a door there. There's never been a door there before.
Because I've never shown this
thought
angle.
you just put
Thanks
the
for
thing
hitting the board. I've never done this angle before. Anyway, that's a doorway. So we'll just
Well,
yeah, okay, I'll
there's
erase
no
it.
reason for a door to be there.
Well, that's the door to the Bo's bedroom.
Well, that shouldn't be there because it's never been there in other strips.
And your battery is dead on this.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah. It is dead. So, take that. And I'll give you this one back. I know you stole money out of my wallet. I did not admit it. Time for my nap. Hey, get back here. Tell me the truth. Bogash, let sleeping dogs lie. Put that one back to the two colors for repairs. Give me a brown doorway there, please.
And I'll give you a brown door.
Okay, this one looks good right off. This is the Thursday the 15th. We have, Bo is texting. Yeah, you have dinner yet? And there's a smiley face, and she does smiley face yellow correctly. Lovely. A little bit of problem what's going on here, but that's my fault. Here, let me fix that one for her so that she can take this one back too.
What the hell am I doing?
Yeah, no, it's not your fault. Not your fault.
What was it though?
Let's see. Where's the vanishing? Oh, vanishing point's right there on the refrigerator. So there should be. That's the mark where the ceiling is.
Oh yeah,
So
I meant to ask you about
This
that.
wall,
actually.
the wall should go up a little bit further.
I
We'll
meant to
give
ask you what you wanted me to do.
That's not her fault. That's my fault. So anyway, you have dinner yet? Yes, I made the recipe you gave me. Send me a photo. And again, she does it correctly. Smiley face with the tongue sticking out, and she holds the tongue. Well, she's been on the internet before, I think, ladies and gentlemen.
Once or twice.
And a photo was sent of Fido eating the food. Fido said it was good. So I'm going to give this one back to the shoe colors, and she can fix that little section up there, and otherwise, that's fine.
Oh, boy, it's
Here.
fine. Yay. Hold on. I can't.
I'll get up.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll stand. Not like I got anything better to do around here.
You can go pound sand if you want.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you? What did you change?
The first panel. The left-hand side.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, should we get back to work?
Yes, get back to work. Leave me the F alone. Getting back to work is not lighting your cigar or your pipe. Getting back to work is.
Oh, and I forgot. We never fixed the misspelling that we have in there.
Oh, the recipe? It's a recipe.
Recipe.
I hate to tell you,
What?
there's a mistake on another one too.
Oh, which one? Is it already been published?
I think so. Awful.
Oh, AWEFUL?
I don't think it's.
No, I'm pretty sure AWEF awful, yeah. Is correct. That's good.
I don't think that was it though. It was something. Oh no! This is the one with recipe.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the one you had there was recipe.
No.
Recipe. It's a recipe.
Yeah, okay. I admit I might have done recipe rather than recipe. Let's see, where's our
But
squirrel?
in your defense, I wasn't sure if it was wrong either. I'm like, that doesn't. I don't know how to spell recipe right away, but I have a feeling that that's not it. Recipe.
All right, let's see. How are we going to do this? Well, carefully, that's how we're going to do that.
Very, very carefully.
Now, I can't really do this because I'm going to smudge, so we'll leave that for now. See, word balloons, we do parentheses. And then more parentheses. Yeah, hey, it's still in camera frame. We changed the camera angle because whenever I turned anything to the edge here and started working up here, it'd be out of frame. And you got to see every golden brush stroke, otherwise, why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you're here to listen to me talk about Disney and Lucasfilm.
What are the prizes given out if you get bingo?
Well, here's the thing: we haven't said Star Trek in a couple of weeks, and a lot of people are pretty upset with that one.
Damn it.
We're not even talking about Star Trek. At least they're happy when you're talking about them.
I know, that's true. No one's even talking about them anymore.
Give Terry Metalis a show. Maybe we'll start talking about it again.
What did you just do?
You did Picard season 3.
Picard season 3, that's right.
Yes. Oh, we'd like to thank the good people at Hulu. They have picked up the British television show Red Dwarf.
It wasn't Hulu, it was Tubi, wasn't it?
You're right. I'm so sorry. The good people at Tubi. Hulu is the bad network that Disney is trying to lower the worth of, so that they don't have to pay Comcast too much for.
Tubi, I believe.
Allegedly.
Tubi, I believe, is free,
Yes.
and I don't know why. Like, I don't know what
Because
the
they hit you with a dozen commercials.
I know, but
And I don't mind commercials.
who cares?
Commercials paid for all of my TV in my youth.
Yep.
Why can't they pay for it in my older days?
And you're not so deep. I mean, you're gonna be 29 soon.
Yeah, when let's see, what do we got here?
Today's the 10th.
Wednesday. Here we go. Yes,
So a
on
little less than 2 weeks.
on that date right there. Camera focus. Thank you, cameraman. Could you focus? Yeah. Actually, I can't ink this one yet. I'm gonna put that aside. Do that. Good balloons on this one. Gee, I hate when that happens. When your cigar splits like that.
Focus. You were talking about Star Wars.
Well, we won't be talking about Star Wars and Lucasfilm much longer. Let's put it at that. They've closed the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, which I recommended they turn into a prison to house some of the Disney executives who have committed tax fraud and securities fraud, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And you guys had your opportunity back in 2019. You just didn't seize it. I think I stated amongst my first duties would be to close Disney Plus, fire everyone, and to clean house at Lucasfilm. At Story Group, I think they probably should take their place. Well, take their places on the picket line early.
Oh, did the actors go? The actors were supposed to be going on strike, weren't they?
I hadn't noticed.
I know. No, I don't think anybody did.
But the writer's strike continues, so America is still healing, which is good. Let's hope they don't come back.
Oh.
All right. Amidst billowing clouds of aromatic secondhand smoke. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Fight of the Comic Strip List this fine Sunday afternoon. And there goes the moped people.
We decided they don't get picked up. So we're probably just sounding like we're
Oh, they heard that one.
I know, true. Okay. True.
And where's the fun? And Where is my? There it is. You go over here.
Excuse me.
I've learned it's best to have your ink bottle on that side. See, because I'm right-handed. I was crossing over to my left to ink before. And it's not ergonomically ideal. So, while I'm thinking of it, I hope we all guess who I discovered on YouTube. No, sorry, not YouTube, on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. This is a big deal.
Dino here is based on an actual human being by the name of Donnie Murray. And here's Donnie. He's still alive.
Did you get his permission?
Yes.
Okay.
Donnie has a daughter and granddaughter now. He's living out west in Massachusetts, and alive and well, doing well. So this is the man that character was based on. I can't see it. He looks like Scott Adams today. So it's good to see Donnie's still kicking and screaming. The gentleman whom Bogash was named after but not based on has passed away, died of cancer. Bogash himself was quite an older man and not at all based on this character that I use. I just used his name, Flash Bogash. All right. So, and while I'm thinking of it, I'm planning. I think I have a script for these Fido fans who want to be in the comic strip. If you go to Patreon, I have a program whereby you can sign up and be made into a cartoon character to appear in this comic strip. We have Grace over here to the left and Mia, Grace to the left and Mia here on the right. And I could go through. I was going to go through and pick up the actual comic strip I was going to use. They're going to be in the background of a Friday bar. But we might not be able to use Mia because I think I may have upset her online. You see, I don't play video games. But Mia was upset when I would not water her plants in Farmville.
I didn't know.
I didn't know Farmville still existed. So Mia got upset with me for not watering her plants. So she may choose not to participate in this particular promotion. Or you might just have Grace. So Mia has a week or so to forgive me for not clicking on her plants in Farmville. All right. Oh, I haven't finished this one. Cheers. You too can be a cartoon character in Fido the Comic Strip. See Patreon/Fido the Comic Strip for details. I would say link is in the description, but I'm not nearly that organized. Again, I'm just drawing a comic strip. I'm not running a promotion.
You're not selling yourself, you're selling yourself.
That's why we don't appear on camera.
Oh, well, that, and nobody wants to see us. Well,
Wait.
nobody wants to see me.
Everyone wants to see me.
That's right.
Go figure. All right, let's finish this sucker up. Who's saying it? Oh, Bo is saying you want it. No, I'll just dig it out of the trash later. That goes to attributed to Fido. Sometimes I have to pay attention to where the word balloon actually points. And yes, this is a fine, brilliant bit of cartooning there, getting a look of remorse on the cat's face. if I do say so myself.
You say self?
Self, how do you get a cat to show remorse? It's not exactly an emotion that's inside the normal lexicon of cat behaviors.
And what is the answer to that?
Well, this is a comic strip. I made it up. It doesn't really happen in the real world.
Oh, okay.
In the real world, a cat never shows remorse. Oh, jeez. Look at that. I got a smudge already.
So
The
have
first,
we landed on
the first live smudge that you guys can see.
Have we landed on smudge, or is it still schmear? Or?
Yeah, whatever comes out naturally. I think we're gonna have to stick with whatever comes out naturally.
Okay.
Because smudge seems to come out naturally. Schmear doesn't. I understand schmear might be the funnier word,
Yeah.
but for some reason I think of bagel when I think schmear. I think
Well, I think isn't that what they call lox or
schmear of whatever
schmear?
of cream cheese. What, is there cream cheese on a bagel? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't do that stuff, so I don't know. I don't eat that kind of carb. My nutritionist says no.
Bad carb.
Mm. Yeah, that's going to be a difficult smudge to fix too. Real.
And then
Oh, actually, I'm just making sure I'm not appearing on camera. And now, not appearing on camera is the cartoonist. Oh, I'm used to having the camera right here, not right over my, right where my cheek is. So, Red Dwarf on Tubi.
yes.
I recommend it to everybody. It's a fun show.
It is.
It's not as funny as I thought it was when I first saw it as a youth. Yeah.
Well, I think that's just
No, well, I know what the problem is.
What's this
It
called?
has a laugh track.
Oh.
And back in our day, we could ignore a laugh track, but it's been so long since I've heard one that you hear one now and it's,
jarring.
yeah, it's jarring.
Yeah, the removal of the laugh track was something that was.
It happened gradually, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was something that should have been. That I'm okay with doing. I think. Sitcoms. There must still be some sitcoms with laugh tracks.
I don't know. I haven't seen one in
I haven't seen a sitcom
so long.
forever.
Yeah, I actually. Well, what are the sitcoms that are out there now?
There's something called Ghost.
Are they still doing the Roseanne one?
Yes, I think this is the last season. Though.
Yeah. Oh,
But they dropped the word Roseanne. It's just the Connors.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I think this is the last.
That's the
season.
only reason why I know about it.
I'm pretty sure that has a laugh track.
Yeah.
I'm envisioning a laugh track with that one. Not that I really watched it, but old Roseanne did, I think.
Was The Office the first one we noticed where they dropped the laugh track? Well, MASH dropped the laugh track inside the operating theater. But
You know, I never even thought about the laugh track on MASH. It was just either gone or it was done so well that it didn't interrupt you. Didn't bother you.
again, that's not a show that's aged gracefully. Klinger in the Klinger in the cross
yeah,
cross dressing Klinger and all that stuff.
I didn't even think of that.
Hot lips. They were sexually
Canceled. MASH isn't canceled, is it?
well. They were sexually harassing the nurses from the beginning.
I know, but
It's not a show that's aged gracefully. Let's leave it at that.
yeah, but
Sensitive '90s kind of guy, Alan Alda, just gets cringy. He's just an alcoholic
they're all well. Most of them are.
womanizer. And we have to bring Phoebe Waller-Bridge in to make James Bond no longer an alcoholic womanizer. What would they do to poor Alan Alda? So Phoebe Waller-Bridge, the franchise wrecker. She destroys James Bond. Then they move her on to Indiana Jones to kill that thing. Now she's heading off to Tomb Raider because I guess what they were going to do originally is pass the crown of Indiana Jones to Phoebe. She was going to they had killed off Harrison Ford because, well, we're talking about Kathleen Kennedy. She has to kill Harrison Ford. It's her mission in life.
She's gonna go and she's gonna remake with God and Henry. Remake.
The Fugitive. So what they were originally going to do, according to rumor, is kill off Indiana Jones and have Phoebe Waller-Bridge go back and do all of the stuff that Harrison Ford did in the original films. They'd have her running away from the big rolling boulder, and they were going to have her fighting the guy at the rotating Nazi airplane. They were going to redo all that stuff with her. But I guess someone stepped on that, and they rewrote it, and then rewrote it again. So now they've given it sort of a quasi-happy ending. He gets Marion Ravenwood back. Lucky Indy.
Didn't he get her back last time?
Well, he married her. But this film opens with him being served divorce papers.
Oh, good
And
Lord.
being like
Seriously?
out of work. Well, I don't know out of work. A retiring bum in an easy chair to the tune of "In Sympathy for the Devil" from the Rolling Stones. But anyway, they've refilmed it so many times. No one knows what I would love to see a documentary of the making of that film, just so we can see what they originally what shit they wanted to throw at us. But anyway, since Phoebe got the idea that she wants to be in Indiana Jones in her system, because she has so many wonderful ideas, she's going to take over the Tomb Raider franchise. So Phoebe, the franchise killer, has moved from James Bond to Indiana Jones.
Because, when
Actually, to Star Wars. If you remember,
Yep. Solo.
she was in Solo. She was the worst thing in Solo. In Solo was the first Star Wars film to lose money. So hey, I'm giving her credit. Well, she doesn't deserve credit for ruining Star Wars because she had a lot of help there. But I'm giving her an assist. I'm giving her the assist. The franchise killer Phoebe Waller-Bridge an assist on her work in Star Wars. So we have James Bond, Star Wars, and Indiana Jones, and next on her list is Tomb Raider. She can't play Laura because she's too old.
I was just gonna say, isn't she like the same age as what's her name?
Who?
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, I don't. Well, Angelina Jolie can't play Laura Croft
No,
anymore.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Isn't she the same age as Angelina Jolie?
I couldn't tell you. So I'm guessing she's just going to be in there somewhere to put her input, be it so valuable. But spoilers here. Shia LaBeouf apparently dies in Vietnam, but I think they bring him back in the end there. So there's some sort of time traveling bullshit going on in this film.
That's insane.
Well, what the hell? We had aliens in the other one.
True.
But this is again the Andor effect. This may be a great film, but they're tracking it to make what 60 million in its first week, which
doesn't even cover
it's about half
Harrison Ford's.
paycheck. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about half of what Crystal Skull made in the first week, and it needs to make a lot more than the Crystal Skull did in order to pay back the money that Kennedy spent on this. So anyway, I was calling this the Andor effect because is it that Crystal Skull pissed off the Indiana Jones audience, or did Lucasfilm's work in Star Wars do this damage to this film beforehand? People not wanting to go there because they say, oh, it's that Kathleen Kennedy woman who did all that horrible work with Star Wars. Well, now she's doing it to India again.
Could be a little from column A and a little from column A.
You can't really blame Lucas and Spielberg like you can for the Crystal Skull on this one because they had nothing to do with this one. If Lucas and Spielberg came back, maybe some people would say, oh, they're going to do it to us again. I don't know. I still think people would go see a Steven Spielberg film anyway.
Hell yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Because Steven would want to make up for what he did wrong, so we'd get something good out of him. Whereby, Kathleen Kennedy is not going to make up for what she did wrong because you simply can't get anything good out of her. She's a hack.
And she doesn't believe she did anything wrong.
I actually think she went to Cannes thinking that they're going to love her film. She had no idea what was going to happen that afternoon, that evening. When she stepped in the theater and they suddenly announced that they're closing the Galactic Star Cruiser and they're shutting down Lucasfilm more or less.
She's like, I bought a new gown for this.
But I think that's how clueless these people are. Kathleen thought that she was going to get accolades. And I assure you there shall be
None.
no accolades for the acolyte either.
I see what you did there.
So you got a little clever wordplay there. That's the sign of quality cartoon work here. I wish the cartoonists would just shut up and draw.
You are drawing.
I don't know, I am, but I'm not shutting up.
No, I think the people listening want to hear your voice.
My hot takes on Lucasfilm?
No, I just meant your voice.
So,
Yes.
the big rumor on the internet is that because Disney is, what is it, 400 and, let me look that up again. Because they're
400.
no, $48 billion in debt.
Oh.
And they have to come up with at least $10 million by January to pay Comcast, but it could be as high as 28, 30 million, depending upon how much Hulu is worth or how much damage they've done to it. An arbitrator is going to have to make that decision. Disney has a put call on this, so it's not like they can say, "Oh no, we're not going to buy it after all." No, they've committed themselves. I don't know what they're going to do with Hulu, but anyway, now they've got to sell assets, and it's not unheard of. They purchased the Power Rangers for $3.2 billion, and sold it back to the people they bought it from for $600 million after doing all the damage to it. So it's historically this has happened. So now I'm going to talk about the rumor. The rumor on the internet is that George Lucas may actually be buying Lucasfilm back from Disney. And I would guess for less money than they paid him. I can't see this happening. George is 80 years old. He doesn't want to work anymore, and this would be too much like work.
I can't see it happening.
And George could buy it back if he gets it at a bargain, and then just hire someone. Maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah, here's an idea. Hire like someone who has ideas, someone who can make films, not someone whose job was to get coffee.
Oh. She had to have something on them.
I'm thinking she really got pissed off at the men in her world, that they were holding her back, so that when she did eventually take over, her misandry just overflew, and it became an ugly situation with Kathleen. No, Kathleen, the Force is not female anymore. Or if it ever was. Didn't they say they bought Star Wars because Disney was a girl brand? They wanted to bring in the boys. And what's the first thing they do?
They make it girl.
They make it into a girl brand.
Yeah.
Disney Princess Factory.
I get that. I mean, I can see where Disney is, a girl property. But I mean, they were doing pretty well with that girl property.
Well, they used to have things called creatives way back when, until they started firing them all. Like, Pixar had Lasseter, and well, he liked to hug people, so they had to get rid of him.
He was a casualty of Me Too.
Not really. No, well, he never, molested anybody. He just was too touchy-feely.
Oh, okay.
And I guess HR got in there, and Human Resources Department, and they fired his ass. And now we have what is called Elementals coming out soon from Pixar.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure Elementals is going to be a fine Disney production and will come up to their record-breaking standards.
Yeah, but the records they've been breaking lately are not positive records. Our paper is scheduled to arrive at 6:13.
Woohoo! We have paper coming.
It's paper.
It's paper day. I'm always happy when paper arrives in this digital age.
We will never be without paper. Without paper, we will never be.
I like paper.
That's what I said. We will never be without paper. Without paper, we will never be.
It's the best thing you can do with a tree. Even better than making furniture or making houses, or making anything else. Paper is the best thing you can do to a tree.
What about pencils?
Second, paper is still more important than pencils. I mean, are you going to wipe your ass with a pencil? I'm not going to wipe my ass with paper either. I got a bidet. I have a bidet. But theoretically, people wipe their asses with paper.
You ever heard of the expression too much information?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, what are the chances of me smudging Dino here? Very high. Very high. Let me put a piece of paper down, so we can finish the bucket here.
Another bucket.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to call this one the bucket.
Bucket full of Dinos.
Yeah. Well, it's more or less where we can throw our Indiana Jones posters
There we go.
and our Acolyte poster. This is straight up fraud, because this is not anyone in the cast of the Acolyte. This is straight out Disney fraud. I'm gonna toss that in the bucket right there. So again, I'm not saying that Lucasfilm is shady. King Charles III is saying they are shady and is threatening to seize their assets if they do not respond by July.
Okay. Is it wrong that I'm secretly, like,
What?
kind of excited for that? I think that would be funny. King Charles seizes the assets of the acolytes.
Well, Disney is in debt here. I think what happened. I don't know what happened, but this is my guessing. They tried to skip town without paying.
Might have been able to get away with that shit with Queen, not the King there.
I don't know. I'm guessing that could be the only reason I could see this complaint coming up. They've got some contractors who have not been paid. And the reason why they haven't been paid is because they snuck in a finish. They were not supposed to finish filming this quickly. They were still only on episode 3. And I think some word came from above, hey, wrap this up. We're not spending any more money here. And they okay, and they were gonna slip out of town. They Home Office was not going to give them the money to pay the final paychecks. I'm guessing. I don't know. No one's telling me this, but this is the only thing. This is an educated guess. It's the only thing I can think is happening. And Disney is going to be down to around 200 million by the end of the year here when they have to come up with 11 billion minimum. They're trying to save money left and right. They're searching their couch cushions, theoretically.
Pennies.
Yeah. Wait a minute. My computer monitor just went on. Let's see. Is it still recording? Yes, it's still recording. Sorry, my monitor went to sleep there, so I wasn't sure if I was still recording this stellar broadcast. So I'm full of crap here. I have no idea what's going on. I just know that there's been a complaint issued, and they have to answer by July. I guess the way the British law works, they're not going to tell you what that complaint is. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like you have a good.
That would be my guess.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that they're thinking, oh, we'll eventually have money in the future. We will pay these people eventually. But if they were to ever go into a, dare I say the word, bankruptcy, these are just the sort of people who get placed on that piece of paper as lists of debtors, creditors. So the Crown has stepped in to protect its people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Disney is going to go bankrupt. I mean, that's unheard of, right?
It should be, but not anymore.
How many more $300 million films can bomb? How many more Indiana Joneses are you going to allow Miss Kennedy to put out there? We told you back during Rogue One, hey, something's not right with this woman. Half of that crap in the trailer did not appear on the film. And you had like a bunch of those long shots where they show the characters staring seriously off in the distance as the camera panned by, none of those shots were ever in the film. They got Jen Erso running down that ramp where the TIE fighter comes up, and the TIE fighter was not in the film.
Well, a trailer's not supposed to represent the movie. It's just supposed to.
It's not, huh? We've come to the point where back in the day we complained that the trailer gave away too much of the film. Now the trailer describes a film that didn't occur. No, this is just a
Not even
trailer.
what this movie
This is not in the movie. It's just a trailer. None of these scenes are in this film. I rebel. Yeah, you do, Jen. Yeah, it was
Sure you do.
just not in the film.
She rebelled in the trailer, and that's all that really matters.
I guess this is her filmmaking style, but, well, how many times are you going to allow her filmmaking style to not work before you wake up?
That's why I said she's got the goods on someone. Something.
I think they're just completely out of touch,
Oh yeah.
and they got to hit rock bottom before they can fix anything. Their parks are dirty. People are not going to them anymore. They're going to stop making money there. Universal is going to eat their lunch when they open up their new park, which they have a train station going to, high-speed rail for all the Europeans who love that crap. You're going to get very few Americans who will put up with that shit, but Europeans love their high-speed trains.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing: if the high-speed train is like a touristy thing, and Americans will do that, like, oh my God, honey, we can get to the park in 2 minutes.
Well, an hour.
Well, yes, I know, not 2 minutes. But.
Yeah, okay, maybe you'll ride it for the kish. Look, I rode the high-speed train there. How was it? Yeah, the drinks sucked. The service wasn't very good. But
Oh, supposedly our papers arrived. Our papers arrived.
and they cut me off after 12 beers. I mean, what the fuck?
12 years.
Oh, hey, we are 1 hour 7 minutes into the production before I said my first F word, my first F bomb.
Dun, dun, dun.
Put that on your bingo card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Amazing, huh? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, always works out that way. Let's clean up the bucket here a bit. How do you make a bucket dance? Put a little boogie.
Yeah.
A little boogie in it. So we should come up with some sort of profound ending statement here that includes the phrase "the bucket," so that we can legitimately say that we named this thing the bucket for a reason, not just because it appears in 2 of the comic strips. When Disney finds itself on the bucket of history, usually you would say ash heap or even a dumpster fire of history. Will anyone mourn?
Nobody's pulling this one out of the bucket.
So I left Bo's T-shirt here white.
Okay.
Not because, classically when they're wearing a T-shirt, it's a black T-shirt. I don't know why, but classically I have them wearing a black T-shirt.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I want to get in the habit of not putting Bo in a black T-shirt because I don't want both Dino and Bo to wear black T-shirts, and Dino will always be in the black T-shirt. That's his costume. Where Bo will change shirts occasionally.
Yep.
That's part of the characters. Dino is unchangeable. He's stuck in a rut where Bo is gradually changing. So I'm leaving him in a white shirt. Whether you decide the chief colorist can have the power to decide whether it's going to be colored or just white.
Let's
And
see what's around.
and we will of course comment upon the chief colorist's choice in Fido 49 next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The no longer live stream. Oh, by the way, visit FidoTheComicStrip.com for all your Fido needs.
Please do.
It's free.
And it's fabulous.
All Fido entertainment is free.
Mm-hmm. So tell me why I've been cleaning this for the last hour.
You got nothing better to do. I haven't given you anything to color.
And you wanted
It's
me,
my fault.
And you wanted me to be close to you.
Oh, well, yes. Birds suddenly appear every time you're near. Yeah, but actually, what it is, it's for the microphone.
I know it's for the microphone.
Yeah, but we have to tell the audience.
Oh, you want to? Oh, because God forbid the audience thinks
God
you just
for
want me.
well, yeah. Well, you might just ruin my dating prospects.
I'm gonna punch you.
The cartoonist does not date.
No, because the cartoonist is married. Simple. Respect.
All right. Let's. You generally don't want to draw your characters this small.
You say that every time.
But
you
I
draw a
wanted
character
to get the.
small.
I wanted to get the glass, the mess, into the scene here. It was part of the layout. Ah.
That's gonna be on the bingo card. You normally don't make your characters this small.
Oh, as I'm teaching a class here, do as I say, not as I do. Don't draw your characters this small that I'm doing right now. So we're approaching the end of the broadcast here. Figure I'll just finish this guy off finish this
Don't say it like that.
one off. Have we forgotten anything?
We didn't mention the Chancellor of Germany. Oh, you meant. Oh, no, I thought you meant the bingo card. I don't know. We didn't really talk too much about Red Dwarf. We just kind of mentioned we watched it.
Yeah.
It might be time to rewatch Black Adder again. Black Adder.
A much better show, actually.
Black Adder.
Sort of. Blackadder started off rough.
See, I think one of the first ones is hysterical, more so than the last one.
Well, it got kind of sad in the end when they were doing the World War I over the
Yeah,
top
no
of the
shit.
trench.
No shit. I really liked the Queen character. Missy.
Yeah.
But isn't there like some lost season where they go into the future?
Is there?
Didn't we see it like once and we can't find it again? It was like a Christmas episode or something, and they went into the future.
What was he? Obviously, he was Blackadder, but what was he? Was he?
He was like an assistant on a spaceship
Oh.
kind of thing, I thought.
Okay. No, I don't remember that one.
Maybe it was a fever dream. May I steal the remote?
Sure, you're not going to turn the TV on during the broadcast,
No,
are you?
of course not. It's on mute anyway, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's not on mute?
Nope.
Now it is. Okay. Ah, the children in the hallway.
I'm pretty sure the microphone did not pick that up.
Oh, well, never mind. Did they pick up the laser beams on it? Wow, Hulu has a lot of content. They have Black Adam.
Really?
Yeah. Just one season though.
Oh.
First season. Huh.
We had Hulu briefly. A friend gave her a gift certificate because she wanted her to watch one show on it. The Murders in the Building, is it called? Yeah.
Only Murders in the Building. Only
With
Murders.
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Yeah, and Selena Gomez. It
Wow.
was actually pretty good.
Yeah, nothing
But
special.
there was a second season, and I don't know if anybody watched the second season. I don't know, my friend did. My friend actually, that friend is now in Alaska on a vacation.
Really?
I know. She's very excited about it.
What's she doing, one of those cruises, or is she actually just sort of hanging out in the icebox?
She's hanging out in the icebox. No, she, yes and no. She's doing, like, almost the, river equivalent of cruising, where
Yeah.
she's gonna cruise for like 3 days down, she gave me the name of it, I can't remember now. But she's gonna do that, she's gonna dog sled, she's with her daughter. She and her daughter are gonna go on a dog sledding, whatever you call it, exposition or
Oh,
whatever.
that sounds like fun.
Actually, it does look like a lot of fun.
No effing way.
Yes, it does. It looks like a lot of fun. There was something else that she was going to do that I was like, ooh. Shit, what was the other thing? She showed me a couple of things that she already had planned.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The Alaskan adventure, as it were.
Yeah. So, yes, she is going on a cruise, but it's not like the primary reason for her visit.
Okay,
She
let's
was
put
gonna
that
go to
sucker.
she had planned to go to one of the parks, one of the national parks,
Mm-hmm.
but she'd heard that there was gonna be flooding or something, so she canceled last minute, switched her plans to go to Alaska.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
What you got?
shoot, remember I kept telling you that there's a movie what the hell is the movie again? I've forgotten it already. Son of a bee.
So you got that dementia setting in
No,
young, huh?
no, I got dementia state. Oh, Renfield.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember hearing some stuff about that when it first
Apparently
came out.
we can see it.
Yeah, where?
Yeah,
What's it on?
I forget.
Well, tell the audience so that if anyone else.
Peacock.
Peacock, okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna watch.
it now.
We'll watch Renfield and be able to give a full review of it next week, right?
Exactly.
Nah.
And also, The Pope's Exorcist is on.
Oh yeah, actually, that one I wanted to see. That's with what's his name? Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe.
He
Oh,
Russell.
honestly?
Yeah, Russell
Oh
Crowe
my
did
God,
a.
I was just kidding.
Russell
Oh,
Crowe
$5.
did a great. Russell Crowe did a great interview with the Critical Drinker.
Oh, that's right. he
And the
did.
Critical Drinker is not an interview guy.
No.
He's more of a bitch and complain commentator.
Yeah.
But Russell came packed ready to do an interview. And he just sat there and told stories of a funny things back and forth, this and that. Russell surprised me. He carried, well, as he should, Russell carried the interview.
That was actually very good.
Yeah.
I watched that interview with you. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is still on?
Yeah, I think they're doing one last season.
Season season 16.
Well, people are going to say, oh, good Lord. Fido 48, he's still doing that? Yeah, we'll be saying that when it's 448.
That's right, baby.
I'll remind you of this moment. Predictions in Fido 448. I won't have this piece of paper saying Disney anywhere around.
The bingo cards may or may not change. They still could be the same. We still could be talking about whether or not Kathleen Kennedy's going to be still have a job. Well, we think that, they did Star Trek. No, they did Star Wars 403.
Well, Fido 448. My predictions will occur shortly after George Lucas passes away, and they'll be talking about his legacy with Star Wars and how Disney destroyed it.
Okay.
Those are pretty easy predictions to make. So let's see. I do one of these every 448. That's gonna be what if I do
12 into 448 is 40 years.
40 years from now. Okay, never mind. It's not going to be a.
No, not 12.
No, it would be 52.
52. All right.
That's a little bit more.
That's a little more.
That's a little bit more.
9 years.
Yeah, from 9 years from now. Yeah, I'll still be doing this
8,
now.
9 years.
I'll still be doing this 8, 9 years from now. But I know George Lucas ain't going to make 90.
You don't know that for certain.
I'll take a bet on that one. The man's slightly overweight. He doesn't take care of himself. I'll be guessing by then he'll have gone through his second divorce.
Oh, this is the other one too.
What? Clerks 3?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
I used to love the Kevin Smith universe. Dogma was a great film. I enjoyed all the Clerks stuff. And in fact, Clerks 2 I saw while you were recovering from a joint replacement, and it was the funniest film I ever saw. I laughed throughout the entire thing, and I brought you to see it.
I think when you picked me up from the rehab, we drove to a theater.
Yeah.
You were like, you gotta see this.
It was the funniest film I'd ever seen to that point in my life. And it doesn't age well.
No.
And just all the shit that Kevin Smith has put us through. I have no desire to see Clerks 3.
I've heard enough about it. I feel like I've already seen it.
I guess after the heart attack, Kevin Smith lost it. And he's been hanging around in Hollywood too long. The internet destroyed him. Hopefully he stopped smoking all that fucking pot. Jesus.
Kathleen Kennedy destroyed him.
I don't know.
I know.
I really miss Kevin Smith. We don't. We lost him. What's there now is just another Hollywood douche. And I loved the man at one time.
Genes, so just too many genes.
In a platonic sort of way.
Shouldn't he be parked around back if he's an employee? He bought this to me.
Yeah. Oh, he's been. You're actually watching Clerks 3?
No. I mean, yes, but no. It's either that or clean the fan.
Well, we could do like a live commentary on Clerks 3 while we're. I hadn't considered this, ladies and gentlemen. She has it on subtitles, so she can read it to us.
in the summer to join the Black Parade. It's a song. I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
there's been any word yet. He
Yeah.
hasn't said anything yet because he's just opening the store.
They got newspapers. Remember those?
Yep. Yeah. It's just doing the classic opening where he's opening the store.
So has O'Halloran ever learned how to act?
Oh, leave him alone. Oh no, why did she die? That's awful.
They don't want to pay her paycheck.
Does she really have that big of a paycheck?
Oh, come on.
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson was making more money in that film than both the other two guys to get combined.
Oh my God, he looks so old.
Oh yeah, Randall doesn't look good.
Oof. Oof.
Ah, he was such a handsome man now, wasn't he?
Between him and the one.
Is it still a video store next door?
Yeah.
Well, remember newspapers? Remember those? Do they still videos? Remember those? They don't rent videos anymore, do they?
I couldn't tell you.
Temporarily closed. Oh, yeah, they're on the roof again, playing hockey. Grow up, guys.
They're 112. Who's the one with the giant white beard? Now, see, this is where they should have had like Ben Affleck.
Well, I'm guessing they pulled back the original cast from the first film, and that was before he knew Affleck. It makes sense.
How come this never? Oh, THC.
Oh, he's selling pot. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
That makes sense.
No, but yeah, because they're investors in this.
Yes.
Jay and Silent Bob are investors in this thing.
Yeah, so it's no longer a video store.
So-
It's a pot store.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
And they don't have to do it outside anymore. They got a room.
Yeah, actually, it's- oh my God, I didn't think of that part of it.
Yeah, remember they were selling
Yeah,
pot
yeah,
outside
yeah.
the front of the convenience store?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh no, they're still standing outside the video store. Though.
What are they throwing up?
Tea, marijuana. They're still selling it outside. He threw down some money.
All right.
Okay, this has gone on for a while.
Yeah,
Who
there's
the
still...
hell is in the long white? And why are there people? They don't know they're upstairs. This is stupid.
Well,
I know. It's an old joke, but nobody goes into this friggin' convenience store unless they're upstairs playing hockey. And these people don't seem to know that they're upstairs playing hockey. Go into the T. Oh, look at this, still outside the THC. Still doing the same shtick.
okay.
Pork roll, egg and cheese.
Again, I have no desire to see this film.
Okay, this is kind of funny.
What do you got?
They're not used to selling it legitimately,
Uh-huh.
so they're still selling from outside. And they're like, that's kind of funny. And they're like, trying to hide the transaction. That's reasonably clever.
Well, once again, Muse steals the show.
Oh my God.
What do you got?
These people have not aged well. Jeepers. That's the kid from the second one.
Okay.
Remember the
Yeah.
kid that they...
With the pussy troll.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Was that his... Tia? Oh, yeah. No, that's a guy.
That's a guy.
Non-fungible tokens. What are they doing with Randall's hair?
Well, he doesn't have much of it left, I'm guessing. That's why they got it hidden under that cap. But then it's long, so he's sticking out.
But it's not. It doesn't look. Oh, what the hell is this supposed to be? Christian crypto club.
Well, cryptocurrency is a scam, so you might as well bring religion to it. I'm guessing that's the commentary.
Yeah.
Kevin will always take any opportunity he can to
Make some kind of comment.
make some sort of comment on religion. But in Dogma, he backed up their story. So there's no reason that any religion in the world should be upset with Dogma.
Elias has his own silent God. Oh, Elias. What the hell happened to him? Oh.
Well, none of these actors have really aged gracefully.
No, but he was like legit a kid. And he's probably only like 30. These guys are at least like pushing 50.
You know, I have to say, the only guy who looks good on this is Muse.
No,
He's cleaned up his act. Well, of all of all of them,
Yeah.
he's cleaned up his act. He's no longer on drugs. He's doing great.
Oh, I think you just put AOC in with superheroes.
Ooh. Not in the villains where she belongs. Wish she was a fictional character.
Okay, so wait, he worked there, but he was doing a shtick about cryptocurrency?
Are you having trouble following the storyline already?
No. Well, I can't. I'm just trying to read it, so I'm,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not that.
Not that
Oh,
literate.
buddy
Yes.
Jesus! Don't say that, you asshole.
You only got that college education.
Yeah, but they actually put the buddy Jesus in this. Buddy Jesus was from Dogma, right?
Yeah.
Not ever in Clerks before, was it?
Well, no, but it's the View Askew
I know,
universe.
but still.
Jay and Silent Bob were in Dogma, so obviously Buddy Christ is in this universe. Right?
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where's the timeline? When did the world get saved in the Clerks timeline?
I'm guessing right after the first film. Before the second.
I have to. Oh, he's got the buddy cheese.
Yeah, look, movies, movies.
Cinema movie crush.
Movie The Sacred Cow.
Oh, I feel like that's somebody. That was a strange little cameo. I feel like that's somebody. Probably his wife and his kid. His wife and kid.
Yeah, there's some sort of freaky thing going on underneath Randall's cap. With that hair.
Right?
It's
Right?
like
That's not here.
is that like it's like a mullet? Is that
Yes, but it's not here. I mean, it's hair, but it's not his hair. It almost looks like it's attached to the cap too. It looks that cheap. That little tufty thing in the top there may be his hair. But look at it. What the hell? It looks like it. Well, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. Oh look, it's Pucky Charms and Cheerios.
Nails cigarettes. That's another brand reference. But he's gonna put all the little Easter eggs in this film, I guess.
Okay, seems to be a long tirade about Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, here's the big final. Here's the big moment.
So we really hadn't planned on watching Clerks 3, but, well, we are watching Clerks 3.
Apparently we are.
If this becomes a fun segment, maybe we'll have a movie on subtitle throughout the
Well,
future.
This is the Randall's having a heart attack. Oh yes, don't listen to us if you want to watch Clerks 3.
Yeah, so I guess Kevin Smith had a heart attack, and that's why he's basing this on. And it makes sense to carry off the trilogy this way. But, okay, well, yeah, Randall worked at a video store. That's why he always wanted to make a film. All right.
Suck me off and make me dumb. That's the shirt he was wearing. Okay. Oh, I guess it's Halloween?
What hospital allows their nursing staff to dress as
No,
witches?
that's not the nurse, that's the doctor.
Oh, even worse. Yeah, a doctor comes in a Halloween costume.
She just came from a costume ball.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Oh, well, it's the last of my beer. I think this broadcast might be over.
Why, what's that?
I'm out of beer.
Oh no.
I'm out of non-alcoholic beer. And that is a good time to end this.
Hey,
Welcome to the
are
bucket.
you saying I had a heart attack? Oh no, I'm sorry, I was misunderstanding. You're having a heart attack.
Oh, hey, we get to see his hair better here. Yeah, he's got a lot of forehead.
Yeah,
He's got so much forehead, it's almost a 5-head.
that's not real hair. They put extensions at the bottom. In fact, I think they just cut from a broom. Oh look.
Oh, this
Was-
is.
yeah,
Who's
the-
this? I recognize this actor.
He was married to Drew Barrymore, and was the
Mac kid.
Matt kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end this now. Always remember to put the cap back onto your bottle of ink, because you don't want to know what kind of mess it can make. Thank you for joining us. Final broadcast, live stream 48. See you next week.